Run your day with Runday.ai.
Leon, hello. Happy Wednesday, my friend. How are you?
Hi, Sanjay. Very good, thank you. Good to be on your podcast.
I'm over in Atlanta today after spending some time at a reinvention summit in North Carolina. How about yourself? Where are you calling from?
I'm currently in the Middle East.
Beautiful.
We're
And
building our branch here.
yeah, so hopefully there's there's good news in the Middle East in terms of some of the geopolitics. It's been very hairy. Tell me more about some of the things you're doing for your clients.
My clients, so it's too much clients. I'm talking about I'm investor, I'm venture capitalist, and I take some clients in a case if I see some potential in the company, in the founder, but company is not fundable yet. So in this case, I offer my help to make company fundable and to bring company to good investors with my warm introduction.
Tell me more about the investor landscape today. We all see the headlines with SpaceX, OpenAI, Anthropic, of course. And
Yeah.
there's numerous stories about the the $20 million seed raise. So those get a lot of headlines, but those are really outliers. And if you look at some of the stats, we have one of the best fundraising and liquidity years in history, but it's very, very concentrated into a small number of very large deals. Talk about the overall investment landscape so far as you're seeing it.
Yeah, Sanjay, it's a very good question because recently I started every Monday to publish my analytic report with Eisen Fundability Score, where I evaluate all companies in UK get investment in a certain week, in a week before, and not only analyze. I build a playbook for founders how to change their narration, how to change their packaging, how to talk to investor based on the results of this investment week. It's a mid-market, and there I just publish as an fundability score. I take, for example, relate 12 companies get raised between $5 to $50 million, for example, mid-market, and analyze and build all the playbook and build all what founders should think about based on these modern changes happening every week. So it's a very dynamic. And last week, I can share with you that it was all about infrastructure, AI infrastructure. So like always, like today, AI native is not get money anymore. Maybe somewhere in Europe, in the United States, if you just say, I'm AI native company, you cannot raise capital. If you want to raise capital, you have to show that your product get into workflow of your clients. So clients cannot reject you after some time. It's called AI infrastructure. And this is what gets promoted and get invested today. And this is what we are like investor looking for.
Are you seeing most of those companies that are focused on specific verticals?
Yeah, sure. Today, good vertical, something like support, energy, quantum computer, quantum algorithms. So all these stuff is very interesting because exactly we're talking about not only AI infrastructure, also about infrastructure for AI. And for example, about 3 weeks ago, it was some wave of investment specifically in these companies, which are vendors for AI. It's energy companies, cable companies,
Let's go into
chip
that. Make sure.
manufacturing companies, all this stuff.
So the verticals are like chip manufacturing, things like that. So you're saying you're seeing a lot of traction with AI companies that are focused on those. They're almost like micro verticals to me.
Yes. But at the same time, we don't have to forget companies doing some advertisement. For example, take company Zilli. Zilli recently won deal context in Paris. So many countries, many companies, 180 companies just compete for this first place. And Zilli is all about creating advertisement using AI. Very simple. For 1 minute, you can get advertisement. And by the way, it's our portfolio company. And they're raising like crazy. Another company is doing some, I don't know, example, doing transforming music into the video. So you can create your video
Wow.
from the music. and you can be inside. So you can present video, you can make movie out of music.
That
So
sounds like a fun. I love making AI music videos. One of my pet
this
projects as well.
yes, it's an interesting company. So these entertainment companies, advertising companies, are growing very quickly that way as well.
What are the key criteria you're looking at if somebody wants to get investment from you or work with you? What are some of the things that you have on your checklist for them to understand they need to hit in terms of milestones before they're ready for capital or before they're ready to work with you?
Yeah, we can look about some KPIs that every venture capital is using. But I am going to talk about something beyond KPIs. How, in general, I understand that this company worth my attention. I have my vision on what will happen in our world in 10 years. What will change? What people need? And if startup applying to me for investment fits my vision,
We'll talk
this
about it a
is
little bit. What is your vision of the world in 10 years?
it's we're talking about different industries. So for different industries, different vision. But my vision is
Got
that
it.
it will be quantum computer world. So you should think about how to make computing very quickly. You should think about, for example, security stuff, because the quantum computer will ruin and will rebuild all cyber security. So it will change. So if you build cyber security that will be obsolete in 10 years, you don't have to do it, right? Don't do it. About vehicles. So something that belongs to drone, but with different engines, for example. Different type of batteries. Today, there are some batteries. For example, in 5 years, it will be released batteries using air during car movement, for example. Just take the air and convert in electricity
Wow.
using specific.
Kind of like a jet engine uses the air as fuel, right? Like, so it's already
Yeah.
not unprecedented,
So
but to do it in a
something about space, because I think space is an amazing place for the business and it will continue. And by the way, if you want to have a data center, it should be in the space, not here, because you will save on electricity a lot of money, a lot of stuff. If we are talking about quantum computing, it's the best place to put it in space, because it requires almost absolute zero. So in temperature. So all these and all supply change around it. So it's a huge business. And I evaluate each company coming to me, how this company will be introduced into this future, how this company fits this future, my vision.
So somebody does have a company that's a quantum data center in space, or is focused on some of these ancillary technologies and initiatives around that vision. What's the best way to work with you? Just book one-on-one on the website or reach out to you on LinkedIn?
You can reach out on LinkedIn. This is the best place, because I consider LinkedIn like a landing page for me. But also you can reach out to your website. The website I'm going to change, because it's old one and I'm not using so much my website. But LinkedIn is the best place. Just DM with your company, with your needs and what you're looking for, and I will answer.
Well, thank you so much, Leon, for joining us today.
Thank you, Sanjay. It was a great meeting. Thank you.
Stay ahead of the curve, hit that bell for notifications, and join us next time.